are back.
Just to make sure we can be heard. Hello, can you hear
Wow.
us?
Can you hear us?
Can you
Are we
hear us?
good?
Just to make sure.
We got confirmation from the other room that we can be heard.
Perfect. So Rose hangs up the phone, looks at Aiden.
Aiden's looking at Rose.
Get in the house now.
Aiden looks at your face and he goes, I can't. Call's coming from inside the house. I'm in danger. He looks at you and he smiles. He's like, why am I in trouble?
Just get in the house.
Boy, if you don't. He starts walking in the house. He's like, I don't even understand it, but okay, fine. He goes walking in the house.
She's just gonna go in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just set her bag down
Mm-hmm.
carefully on the little stand that's by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Just start going by her art studio.
Mm-hmm.
Slam the door shut.
Okay.
There is a very loud muffled scream for a good 5 minutes.
That's one scream.
One scream, long one. And then they hear, I feel like the boys will definitely hear her just grabbing. Y'all just hear crashing as she's dragging art supplies across the floor.
You hear some muffled conversation on the other side of the door.
She's just gonna open the door. There's like paint splotches on her from grabbing the paint.
You see Finn's. You see Finn standing there. Thank you very much, Bill. Finn's standing there, and he's like in front. He's standing there with Aiden right in front of him, and Finn's like, "So, you're telling me that somehow, in the past 10 minutes that you two were alone, this isn't your fault?" And Aiden's just like, look, I don't know why they're mad at me. I don't understand what's going on.
You fucked my mentor and lied about your age. Slams the door in the face.
And then you don't hear any sound coming from the other side of the door anymore. And then after a few moments, you hear a knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's me. It's Aiden's voice.
Cracks it open just a little bit.
He's like, so I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you were a very nice, good person. Absolutely. You would never have done anything like meet a hot guy and lie about your age because you really wanted them. Ever.
No, because, I was more focused on doing other things, such as my art.
I was focused on doing things.
Like thinking with your dick.
And people.
I was 16. I was dumb. Molly is gorgeous. And I didn't know she was your mentor. I didn't even know who she was. I just saw a woman at a party who was, and I should not have been at the party. I was 16. I had ideas that I was up to 32, but that
let me
doesn't
guess,
matter.
the person who was fostering you took you.
No.
Hmm.
No, by that time
Shocking.
I wasn't into my foster anymore.
Wow. Shocking. I still was.
Well, I know. Rose, you, as a fae, had a blessed upbringing and a blessed life in general. You got to live with someone who not only cared about you, but was able to instruct you in our ways. I got raised by my house and passed around from house to house. I got taught what I needed to know to quote unquote be of value. No one thought I was smart enough to learn magic. So I was never given a chance. No one really did anything for me. I had to do everything myself.
I'm a vibe checker.
Right ahead. That would be her. So it's emotional manipulation and
Empathy.
empathy. Good one.
So
Difficulty is
if you
an 8. 7. 7.
actually, if I'm doing a vibe check, it's a wits empathy.
What's empathy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I think it. Well, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because you're not trying to guide him into do anything. You're trying to judge what he's saying.
Yep. What is the difficulty?
7.
3 successes.
So he's definitely not lying to you. He doesn't seem to be embellishing anything. Although you can tell that there is thank you very much for the follow, for the like, Chuck. There is definitely quite a bit that he is not saying, that he's leaving out. You can probably draw some conclusions of where he's leaving things out, but he is definitely not giving you the entire story. But it seems like what he's giving you is pretty much true, just not all of the truth. So he looks at you and he says, and I was pretty much on my own from, I think I left the foster about 6 months before that. May have been a little less. Because I was bouncing from freehold to freehold, doing what I could to, I don't have any title, Rose. I don't have any protection.
You're a she without a title.
There, we do exist. Sorry, that's disappointing, but we do exist.
Did I ever say that was disappointing? Do not put words in my mouth.
I am sorry. I'm just saying. I know it doesn't. I know that concept doesn't. And there are.
I'm not going to treat you any differently.
Like, I didn't expect you to. But what I'm trying to tell you is, where I was then, not in the best place to be making decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cole. But I will tell you that where I am now is different. And with the information that you've given me, I can honestly say that I can see a possible chance for change.
Yeah. How is your friend's little search right now?
Haven't had a chance to check back in.
Please do that. I have a phone call I need to take, and I need to decompress the night's events.
Understandable. I have a place where I'm staying, so I will go ahead.
You'll be staying here?
Is that an order, ma'am?
Yes.
Very well.
He knew that was an order. He absolutely fucking knew.
He knew that was an order. He called her ma'am. He knows what the fuck is up. Real quick, who are you gonna be calling?
The auntie. Because we never established her name. The one that she upset in the previous chronicle about Finn.
The
knocker.
No, not knocker. Boggin.
Boggin. Yeah, the boggin.
Okay, yeah. So we will go jump to that in just a second. Let's jump
Yep.
back to everyone else at the Couch and Quill. So, you guys had been discussing things with Bay in detail. Emery's had offered Bay the job. Where that's kind of where we left off with you guys, right?
Bay basically saying it's like, as long as you don't do a background check.
Yeah. And
and Bay saying I have to get paid under the table cash.
I have to get paid under the table.
Yeah, and Emmer's been like, we'll work that out.
So at that point, what would Bay's plans be for the rest of that evening?
I mean, I guess first thing's gonna be is Emmer still upstairs? I thought Emrys had left to go downstairs to check. No, they came back up because then that's the apology that we got. Where Bay almost died again. I think that's pretty much where we left off, is getting offered the job.
Yep. That's what I was saying.
Yep.
After finding out that she has gainful employment, quote unquote, what would Bay be doing after that point?
I know that Bay had texted Sunny and said, I got a job, and then closed the phone again.
Yep. After checking that Sunny left like 10 text messages.
Yeah, and it's just all one word.
Where the fuck are...
Bay is going to open back up their phone and send a geo-drop, like an airdrop tag of the locations. Like, this is where I work now. Not dead.
Not dead. You see that the message goes unread.
Well, Sunny's pissed. That's fine. I'll deal with that tomorrow. And Bay will say that out loud. It's like, well, Sunny's pissed. I'll deal with that tomorrow. And just put the phone back in their pocket.
Sunny, your partner, friend?
Oh, no, I don't have a partner. It's hard to date whenever you're on the road a lot.
True.
There.
And Bay's hand goes to one of the silver necklaces that they had dropped down their shirt after learning that Pandora has an allergy to it. And they kind of finger it a little bit and then realize they're doing it and drop it back. No, Sunny's a friend of mine. We've been friends for years and years. We met. Do you know what Tumblr is?
Yeah, I remember Tumblr.
We met on Tumblr, and we're...
Don't snipe the deep cringe to me. I was there when it was written.
Okay, so
Tumblr.
how recently have you been on at Emery's?
Couple days ago, maybe?
Oh, so you're stuck there too. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
fun.
It is. It's gotten so peaceful after the bans. Everybody left.
Everybody left. Yeah, no. We used to run around with a group online through Tumblr whenever the messaging system was still like halfway decent.
Oh my god. When we were spreading it around like a virus.
We were complimenting each other's shoelaces.
Exactly. Because you stole them for the president.
Yeah.
Really, today's the day that Diamond tortures Pandora.
God.
But no, Sunny and I became closer, and we just kind of talk all the time. So they're my friend that I just keep in contact with. When you're moving around a lot, you need to make sure somebody knows you're alive. I just forget to tell them that sometimes, so.
Is that why he's upset?
Oh, they have many, many reasons to be upset at me. But that is the current one. So, but they'll be fine. I'm not dead, so that's all that matters.
I'm not dead, that's all that matters.
Well, that's good.
And to change the subject, Bay just looks directly at Emerus, and then at Pandora, and then Emerus again. So is there a MILF that goes along with your nerdy DILF behavior?
I mean, he's got a fiance.
Oh, you asking if I have a... Yes, I have I'm engaged to be married. She is currently in the process of moving all of her stuff from Boston to here.
And is going to look towards Pandora. Is she hot?
Absolutely. I mean, come on.
Fuck,
look at
thank
him.
God.
Like, look at him. Like,
thank fuck.
Yeah.
Does she know
gets, like, visibly uncomfortable. Yeah. She knows. She knows. We're discussing that whole thing.
Are you more like Aragorn and Arwen then? Instead of OG Gandalf?
Instead of OG Gandalf.
OG Gandalf.
I guess that's the. If couple wise we had to be anyone from that franchise, yeah, we'd be Aragorn and oh boy, I have an Arwen. God, my brain.
I think it would be rude to refer to your fiance as the Balrog, but you know.
Well, she'd be more likely to smote me upon the mountainside, so
That's true. It's true.
Respect.
and I would let her.
As you should, kid.
As you should.
As you fucking should.
Emery's, as you are sitting there,
Did we summon her?
there is a. You feel a literal knock on your wards. Someone who is politely asking for passage.
Emrys goes quiet for a second and stands up. 1 second. And he goes to the door to investigate.
How far do you extend the wards from the house? Do they go just around like the edge of the house itself?
They go around like the house, the yard, like the whole property.
So down on the street, standing on the sidewalk at where the little steps, the little path is that leads up the front door, there is a gentleman standing there. He is wearing jeans, kind of like wearing jeans, a white undershirt, oh my god, plaid shirt. Help.
Flannel
shirt?
Flannel shirt. Yeah, he's wearing a flannel shirt. He has long brown hair that's very, very curly. That's tied back in a ponytail, but it spills down. He is around 6 foot even. He looks very athletic build. He is standing there, and instead of like tennis shoes or cowboy boots or anything like that, he is wearing like calf high leather boots. And he is, instead of wearing a coat or an overcoat, he is wearing literally a gray cloak over his shoulders that goes all the way down his back. And you can see hanging over his right shoulder, there is the hilt of a sword. And you can feel that sword has several different spheres of magic tied to it. You don't think anyone else could see it but you and he.
And I will stand there at the top of the stairs. Can I help you, friend?
Emery's Grant of the Order of Hermes.
That would be me.
I come to you from the council.
Well, the cloak was a kind of a dead giveaway. I ask, what can I do for you?
I have come to summon you.
Like, now? There was a dude that was like just here like a couple days ago.
I understand that. He was supposed to give you notification that the council will be summoning you.
Yes, but I was under the impression that I would have a bit more time.
I understand that the actual testimony you are to give is in 2 weeks.
Yes.
The council wishes to summon you for an informal discussion.
Without the presence of my counsel, I will have to respectfully, of course, decline, as this was not something that I was made privy to being a possibility, and my official counsel is not, in fact, here at this time.
Mr. Grant, are you trying to lawyer up?
Do I have a reason?
You do realize that there is no law. There's no court of law as is represented by the civilian courts. You may bring others with you to your questioning, but no one would be able to answer to the charges other than yourself. You are a member of the Order of Hermes. We are Hermetics. We wrote the laws.
I am aware of that. I was advised by my mentor that I should not go to council without them.
And wise counsel, that is. This is not a formal hearing or a formal meeting. It's an informal discussion. If you want to say no, you are within your rights to do so.
On what is the subject of this informal discussion? Or are you not privy to that knowledge?
I was instructed to inform you that the council wishes to ascertain some points of knowledge that are less than clear.
Less than clear.
Regarding abilities that were displayed that by the council's reckoning are not possessed by any.
Basically, you want to ascertain whether or not I and my friends are threats, is what I'm hearing.
You know the council. Everything's a threat. That's not the point. The real
Isn't it though?
The real question is there something more to everything that is happening than just you and your associate? Is there another element that has not been discussed as of yet? And if you are a representative of this element, council will discussions. I would much rather not have this conversation outside of anyone.
One moment,
That's why
please.
I was inviting you to the council.
Would you give me a moment, please?
Yes.
And Emerus is going to walk back inside. And he's going to walk over to Pandora. And he's going to, as he's walking up to Pandora, he's pulling out his phone and he's dialing M's number. Or he's dialing Rose's number. Dialing Rose's number. God. And he'll say to Pandora, as a representative from the council here for me.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And
Rose kept her phone on her. She'll answer. Hello?
Rose, how soon can you get to the Couch and Quill?
It's the feds, Rose. It's the magic feds.
What's going on? What's going on?
It's the feds.
There's a representative from the council here to see me. They want an informal meeting.
It's the fucking
Do not say anything until I get there.
Righto.
It's the
Also, have them give a copy of their laws so I can read them over.
Righto.
Ooh.
And
We'll call out Ben, Aiden, we gotta go back to the Couch and Quill. Let's go.
Publish.
Emerus will walk outside again.
They're just gonna look at Pandora like, what just happened?
So remember the almost apocalypse thing?
No, apparently I got eaten by something.
Okay, well,
consensually.
There was almost, yeah, that's fucked up. There was an almost apocalypse, and
Okay.
I mean,
but you guys stopped it.
Yeah, we stopped it, but a bunch of crazy shit happened, and now the magic feds are investigating. Because
hold on, there's magic feds.
Of course, there's magic feds. Everybody's got feds.
I
mean, werewolves don't really have feds. They just kind of tell a pack you did something, and you get jumped.
I thought we were the magic feds.
No, like the wizards have like the grandpa wizards, and they're like, you shouldn't do that, and then they vaporize you or something. I don't know. Emery's correct me if that was wrong, but I feel like that's something they would do.
They could if they deemed you threatening enough.
Yeah. But yeah, there was just like a bunch of crazy shit happened. We stopped it, but like we were there when a bunch of crazy shit happened. So I don't know and they don't like that he's Merlin too. They don't like that he's like an OG wizard, and they're not. I think they're jealous. That's just my opinion. I think they're a little jealous that they don't have like a cool legend.
Do you have to pay wizard taxes?
I don't know. Emery's, do you have to pay wizard taxes?
I technically haven't answered to the council ever, so I don't know.
Is this the magical IRS?
I feel like the technocracy would be in charge of the magic IRS.
I feel like the technocracy probably would be in charge of the magical IRS. So Emerson's gonna walk outside, and he's gonna like stand back on that top step again. He's like, "So willing to come with you. However, I am not coming with you alone, and I've got someone on the way who is going to accompany me."
He kind of gets a puzzled look on his face, and then he says, "Are you trying to bring
witnesses
other awakened into our dealings?"
Not necessarily. Awakened is a.
Are you bringing anything other than a maid?
Yeah.
So you're trying to bring non-mages into council business?
Well, if it's of any interest, they were involved in all of the weird stuff that was happening. So it's another point of testimony.
I can see that justification. Very well.
Ruby, they should be on their way. Also, do you happen to have a copy of the council's laws and bylaws?
Want to give them a codex? They cannot have it.
I'm not asking you to give them the codex, but to let them read.
They cannot read a codex.
You're in danger.
Why, may I ask, are they not allowed to read the codex?
If I were to walk up to a vampire and say, "What are your deepest, darkest secrets? Where are your weaknesses?" what do you think would happen to me?
It'd probably try and eat you.
So the codex is literally our laws, which also is the code of punishment for our laws, which tells people how to destroy.
One moment, please. Pulls out, and I'm going to do this in front of him.
Oh my god.
I'm going to pull out my phone, and I'm going to call my Tati.
Mom, come pick me up. The feds are after me.
The phone rings.
Mom!
Mom,
rings,
it's the feds.
And then Penny picks up the phone.
What?
And she says, Emery's?
Penny hasn't left yet.
I know. Emery's? Yeah.
What are you doing with Tati's phone?
Because it's in my room.
Okay. Is Tati for some reason in your room?
No. You don't think...
Did Tati leave her phone? Okay, I'm gonna call your phone then.
Penny hangs up.
And I call Penny's phone.
The phone rings 3 or 4 times. And then you hear a male voice answer. It's like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck do you want?
Hey, yo! It's our boy!
This makes more sense. Hey, Tuck, how's it going?
It was going really well until like 20 seconds ago.
I apologize for the interruption.
Wait, is he at the house?
I'm sure. I don't want to know. I do need to speak with my aunt.
She's a little out of breath.
She's gonna take a deep breath after what I have to say to her.
And he says, sweetheart, yeah, it's the kid. And you Tati comes on the phone and she's like, and
right
she goes,
in front
Penny?
of the fence.
Like, Penny,
No,
I'm
no.
sorry, I think we switched phones. I told
Yeah,
Tati to get
Tati,
my phone before we left it. Oh,
That's
memories.
become obvious. Yeah.
What?
Hi.
Well, this is rather embarrassing. Hi.
Yeah, how do you think I feel right now? I wouldn't. I'm really, really sorry to interrupt. I wouldn't if this were not of great import. But there is and I'm gonna like cover the phone. I'm sorry. What's your name again, sir?
Isaac.
There is an Isaac from the council here.
And she says, tall guy, kind of fit,
Yeah.
like looking like a lumberjack who, just escaped from his, strip routine.
Yeah. Yeah. You know him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. He's the council's enforcer.
I had a feeling that might be the case. So he is sitting right outside the wards, and he has apparently been sent to summon me to an informal meeting with the council.
Okay. This happened much sooner than I thought, which means that someone's been really digging. We have a stretch?
Apparently. There's
Um,
some things that they want to verify, apparently, and I don't feel comfortable going with them alone.
well, they're not going to kill you. But I will see what we can do to get there as soon as possible.
Okay. I assume by there you mean you're going to meet me there?
Yes, I'll be able to find out wherever they're going to have this discussion.
Fantastic.
It's probably going to be at a fairly neutral location. So
They
I
could
think
just have it here. This is a fairly neutral location.
but it's inside your wards.
I
They're
mean,
gonna
there's
want
also
something
that.
I love you
That's
dearly,
neutral
but
to me as well.
they're gonna need something that's more heavily warded and by general wards created by the community. So it's gonna be either the observatory or it's going to be the top of the spire.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Rose is on her way. She's going to accompany me as well, just to have, a witness who was also involved in all of the happenings, because, this feels weird.
yeah, no, you can bring whoever you want to bring. Don't let them try and browbeat you out of that. If this is an informal talk, then they're literally stating they're not gonna be divulging secrets outside of what is the general information that you would know about the situation. So if all these people you're bringing are people who were involved in the situation, then you shouldn't have any problems.
Oh, great. That is good to know, and I will make sure that that is the case, and I look forward to seeing you there.
I will be there as quickly as possible.
Very good. I'll tell. I'm sorry. What was his name again?
Isaac.
I'll tell Isaac you said hello.
If that's fine.
See you soon. I will hang up the phone, and I will turn to Isaac. So, seems like my mentor knows who you are. Sybil LaRue sends her regards.
And he says, he is a respected member within our order.
She will be meeting us there.
And he nods. He says, very well. I'm going to go fetch my vehicle. I will be waiting here on the curb.
Very good. Thank you.
Oh, how many are you bringing?
2.
Oh, very well. Then it'll fit.
Well, technically, sorry. 3, technically. Possibly 4.
She's gonna call Tuck.
Is this,
Let's go.
is this
I
going to
would be
a-
surprised if Tuck would not come with Tati.
Yeah.
phrasing?
No,
I'm
please,
not-
no. I live
I'm
with
not
that
taking it
word.
back. I'm not taking it back.
I live with that word every goddamn day of my life. I don't need it here. Please, no.
Emma's having flashbacks.
Actually, this is a normal point where we do take a break, and I just realized I have nothing left to drink. So, well, actually, a little bit.
Okay, wait. One thing, because I didn't get to do it when the moment actually happened. Okay, now we can go to break.
Alright. We're going to take a quick break, guys. We'll just do 10 minutes real quick because we had a bunch of other issues in the beginning. So we're going to take 10 minutes to use the restroom, refresh drinks, everything like that, and we will be right back. So we will see you in 10 minutes. right, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. Everything froze again.
Ah,
Give it a sec. Give it a sec. There it goes. It's moving. It's moving. We're stuttering. We're coming to life. Oh, I know what's going on. Alexa launch. Get out of here, Alexa. Still stuttering.
I can hear you.
We're going to fucking Emery's getting asked.
We're just not moving at all.
All right, now we're
Pendora's
moving.
like, all right, babe.
Now we're all moving. Now we're all moving. All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Things have been wild technically tonight, but we are back. Thank you for letting us take that little break. We really appreciate it. Everyone's refreshed, as you can see by the bags of chips that are circulating around in the background.
Pandora's literally just like,
snacks that are being redistributed.
can I just take a bunch of scones and shit to go? And it's just like, all right, babe, you want one? Because we can't contribute.
Pandora just like walks behind the counter into the fucking cook area and like opens up the cabinet and just starts putting stuff in a bag.
Yeah, I'm just taking shit. Like,
I miss dinner.
and it's like, hold on. And it's like, Emery said I could have it. He said I could have it.
The two girls who work in that cheese shop on the shop right now, they're looking at what you was like.
I mean, she's not taking anything that's like, it's probably like a bag of pretzels, maybe Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its,
No,
you don't buy Cheez-Its.
They have an actual like. There's a bakery here. There's like, there's fresh croissants. There's
but she doesn't want to be mean and like take too much of that. But like Cheez-Its, Pandora is very firmly of the belief that you don't buy Cheez-Its. They just are someplace, like at a party in a bowl, or like in little snack packs at your school. You don't go out and purchase Cheez-Its. They just are wherever you are, and you just take them.
And because
at some point, Emerson's going to have a discussion that they have to come from somewhere.
No, but like they just are there.
I was like, and because anytime Pandora reaches out to take one of the bags of Cheez-Its that are sitting on a table or something like that at her school, and people look at her and she goes, "What?" They just let her have it.
Yeah.
So
Pandora's what are you going to tell the giant she can't have her Cheez-Its?
I like that.
Top out of points for hydrating stretches. So I can drink my coffee at peace.
Feel free to save up. You don't have to spend them all now.
They do it to be a menace.
Oh, menacing. Menaces as menace does. All right. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much for the emote, love.
So how many people are we bringing?
Right now,
we're bringing an entourage.
Right now it's like 4.
Rose is on her way
and Tucker
with 2.
going separately. Yeah.
Pandora is there, and I think is going.
Yeah.
Well, if Rose is going, we know Pandora's going.
Yeah.
Get my glasses.
I mean, everyone has to tell Pandora she's going. She's not sure.
Bae.
Well, Bae's been brought up to speed, so if Bae wants
to come along for the ride. We're just
gonna kidnap Bae. The Fae's just gonna kidnap Bae. It's fine.
Oh, God.
The Fae kidnapped Bae, but it's not because she's gay.
That's why Pandora's kidnapping Bae.
Pandora kidnapped Bae definitely because she's gay.
I will say that probably during this entire, during Emrys, leaving again, Bae has been just asking Pandora about, is there a werewolf IRS? Are there werewolf feds?
So, Pandora loves the least out of her own people, out of anyone here.
So there's not, an IRS, but, the packs and the larger tribes are definitely very important. You know, you have to show respect to the hierarchy of, the larger tribe. Even if you don't necessarily know the people on top, once you can tell if the whole tribe meets up in an area that's called a moot, if they show up, you can tell who's got the big dick energy at the moot, and you have to make sure to show deference to them and all that. You can tell she hasn't been very well initiated.
You know about ranks now, though.
I do know about ranks, but I don't know if the werewolves have feds.
You know that the werewolves do put certain packs in those roles. and there's set packs that have like a Karen, which is like a source of mystical energy from Gaia, and there's roaming packs that just roam around the country, and a lot of those roaming packs are usually created by different tribes, and they're usually almost made up of one tribe, and they run around and they're like, we heard that you have been a bad, Black Fury, so we're gonna beat your ass and show you how to be a good Black Fury, and if you don't be a good Black Fury, when we come back through this neck of the woods again, you better not be here.
Yeah.
You get no head scratches and belly rubs.
It's very much pack mentality with the it's not even a survival of the strongest or fittest. It is much more of a leadership, who can lead the pack the best. Because if you always have the giant, I kill everything psychopath.
Well, 'cause, like the understanding Pandora would have of like what an actual like alpha is a lot closer to a mom than like, like it's like who's the one who like can keep their head on straight in every situation, who knows how to like appeal to everybody in the group, who knows how to take care of everybody, who's looking out for everybody. That definitely encourages more loyalty and obedience in stressful situations than someone who's just like, I'll pick things up and put them down, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. And BSB cosplay, it's not just caretaker, it's lawgiver, it's justice bringer. To be a good alpha to a pack, you have to be able to lead the pack without being the massive bully to the pack, because a pack can turn against an alpha as one, because that's the whole point of the pack. It's one energy moving towards an object and one point leading that energy. If it becomes someone forcing that energy, then the energy backlashes.
Yeah,
the entire pack turns on.
It's the kind of person who earns everybody's respect and keeps it because they deserve it, rather than like taking it from everybody.
But don't get me wrong, there will be times when someone bullies a pack for quite a while.
Yeah, 100%. But
it's
they don't tend to last very long.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back over to what we were talking about. So, Emery's, you called Rose. She said she's on her way.
Yep.
It's going to take her a little bit of time to get there. What are you going to do?
I am going back inside, grabbing my the book holster, putting it on, putting the jacket on. Like I'm preparing myself essentially for whatever the hell this is. I'm coming back to Pandora, grabbing my staff for sure.
Oh, the staff is out. Okay, all right.
Well, it's the symbol of my office.
As you go back upstairs to Pandora, where Pandora is, as you're walking back upstairs, you see Penny coming out of her room, and she has changed into her black khaki combat pants, the ones that have all the pockets in them. She is wearing a utility harness. She has a 9mm on either side. She has several clips on either side. She is putting an oversized coat on over the harness. And you see she has a backpack in her hands. And she has her wand slung, kind of funny. Her wand is slung low on her right hip, like in a gunslinger's holster.
She a magic wizard cowboy.
Pretty much,
yeah. We're not riding into battle.
Penny looks at you and she says, "You what? I'm going to the club. I don't know what you're doing." She walks by you.
What, are you going to the club?
Where? What?
A really rough club.
What neighborhood are you going to be in? Why would you?
But it's not that rough because I didn't bring any hand grenades.
Right. Of course. It's not that dangerous. No need for grenade. Get back here.
Does your coat void have any hand grenades?
I think that vest got torn up, didn't it?
Oh man, rip.
I thought it did, yeah.
Oh,
got torn up in the big fight. So she
Oh,
doesn't
it's
have
just-
she doesn't have the extra planar pocket vest anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to get her a new one.
Have to make her a
She
new
made
one.
That so.
Yeah. Like Penny. This isn't a battle. This is an informal discussion. And while I am concerned that they might try
She's
something, Tati has assured me that they won't try to kill me. She is going to be there.
The woman can't remember her own phone. She drops it in her pocket.
You better
Don't
not
let her hear you. Don't let her hear
just
you
gonna
say that.
She better not hear you said that shit.
Oh, whoop your butt. Gonna take that Simmons broom and spank you with it. Damn.
She's like, don't worry, safeties will not come off until something happens.
All right. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of that, aren't I? All right. Am I?
I literally pulled all my hex bullets out.
Dad just lost. Dad lost so hard.
Yep. I lost. All right. Let me go and inform Pandora and our new friend of the situation. Rose is also on her way with Finn and Aiden.
You're gonna take the nice new person?
I'm assuming that they are part of Rose's coterie, so it's more Rose is taking them than I am taking.
Okay. I guess. Wild. It's gonna be a hell of an introduction.
It should be, yeah.
Worst comes to worst, someone will use mind magic and blank her brain.
Yeah, I'd like to see them try.
Not me. Not me.
No, I know not you. I know.
I haven't had enough Vulcan mind melds for a while.
Yeah. And as we're walking up to where Pandora and Bay are, so bit of a situation.
Pandora sees the staff and knows what's up immediately. Like,
You also
oh,
see Penny
shit.
in her full. She's
I am
some kind of
She's
weird
ready.
special forces person, garbed out.
2 questions. Can Bay see the staff?
Yes,
Oh yeah, it's a regular. It's just a staff. It's a staff. Like
it's got stuff carved in it and stuff like
It's like a literal.
Yeah.
It's like a literal staff.
You have magic. Listen.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
You can also see the
true.
wand on Penny's hip.
Okay, that was going to be my other question. And Bay's just kind of like, wizard fed?
Wizard what?
The feds.
Oh, wizard
Oh,
fed?
oh, this is my daughter.
No. I just, I'm just not as good at magic as he is. So when things get away from me, I shoot them.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Same. I'm usually farther back and hidden in a bush somewhere on top of a building.
Some of the
Oh,
hexes I put on the bullets require me to be in a certain distance for them to actually work well.
You can put hexes on bullets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you see the wheels
Click.
The wheels are turning.
in Bay's head. Trying to see
I mean,
how
you
they
need
want to
like
approach
a really
this.
good set of engraving tools and some strong magnifying glasses because you have to carve the entire spell into the bullet.
Yeah, it's tedious.
Yeah. I mean, I save my brass. Let me tell you.
You're his
So-
daughter, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
this is Bay, Penny.
I think we briefly met and then you left again.
Bay works here now.
I apparently
FYI.
work here now.
No
So,
problem.
babe, do you want to go meet the magic feds?
Are they as bad as the real feds? Because last time I met them, that didn't go great.
Penny,
They're a bit
I've never
stuffy.
even met the Magic Feds. I've never even met the Magic Council. I am
Council?
on the totem pole. I'm down here.
Yeah.
Is there a wizard king?
Is there a
There's a
wizard king in this?
council. Is there a?
There's a-
I guess there's got to be a head
council.
of a council.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a head of a council. As for Wizard King,
Are you the wizard
jury's
king? Because you're a
jury-
wizard.
wizard,
Lizard wizard?
jury's out
Wow.
on whether or not I am the
didn't
king
even
of the
think
wizards.
of that joke first. How did I not think of that joke
I
first?
feel like the
I mean-
wizard should be in charge, but you know.
We've been through a lot. You've got a lot going on in your mind. It's fair. Don't let it happen
Wizard
again.
was right there.
It was right there.
So, does this make the couch and quill your wizard lizard hoard?
He hoards books.
He does? Well,
He
Yes,
hoards books.
Kind
I
of
don't know
does.
because we sell a lot of them. Is that still considered hoarding if we actually sell the stuff?
I mean, but
I
then
mean-
you're getting money. But then also, if you have a set group of people that come back, it wasn't there a Tumblr post about a dragon adopting an office building?
I do remember that. Yeah.
That's basically what you did. You just decided to hoard a coffee shop and the people who come to it.
My God, is that what I've been doing this entire time?
Hoards his regulars.
Possibly.
Anyway, good luck with the wizard feds. That's got to be fucking rough, buddy.
Maybe that's why I bought so many plushies on Amazon when I was in when the lizard was in me.
Bad or childhood trauma?
Probably.
There was some of that. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Are they
sold,
squished?
like, 25 onesies and like about 200 pounds of plushies. Oh, by the way,
200 pounds of
Dad, your
plushies?
American Express is maxed out.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
I didn't know really. I just kind of like checked and I was like, "Oops."
I will poke Kilgara and be like, you explain.
Like,
Were you hoarding
I am
plushies?
kind of a dragon, so some traits just come naturally.
Gotta hoard something.
Okay.
And
All right.
Squishmallows were on sale.
Squishmallows were on sale.
All right. Try
He's hoarding orphans.
run that by me first before you go about doing that stuff, please, because I'm the one paying for it in this case.
Reese is gonna black out and just wake up in a pile of Squishmallows.
Squishmallows.
What have I done? Not again!
What have I done? And he's gonna grab one of them and just.
Also, while they're having, Faye is going to check their phone again and see if Sunny looked at that message
She did.
that they sent. Okay, so they looked
And
at the
all
message.
you get is one reply back. Congratulations. That's it.
Are you mad? Question mark.
Oh my god!
Not even voice spelled out.
Oh god!
Close his phone, back in pocket. Caroline, it's fine.
That's
It's
fine.
fine.
It's all
You-
fine.
Do you want to answer that?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
but you didn't answer my question from before. Do you want to meet the magic feds, or is that like too much for day one?
I don't. Are the magic feds gonna try to fucking like yeet me into the carnivorous void because I'm a person?
They shouldn't. It would kind of be bad.
Says, worst comes to worst, you'll blink out in a moment. You won't notice anything.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that they can do sometimes.
But more than likely, let us wipe your brain. I mean, in the bad side of scenarios.
Like not like wiping your entire brain, just like the memory of you being there.
It's like Men in Black. They like flash you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are aliens real?
I
I
mean,
assume
it depends
so.
on what you think of as an alien.
Oh God. Fine, I will meet the wizard feds.
All right,
Ooh.
bet.
Name their claws.
We're off to see the wizards.
You have a wizard lawyer?
There's no such thing as a wizard lawyer.
There's no such thing as a wizard lawyer. The closest thing that I would have would be both Rose and my Tati.
Which they're both going. So he's kind of
So
not-
there's not like a wizard ace attorney or something?
Ah, that would be great.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
better call Salzaroff.
Better call
The
Saul.
wizard lawyer?
Oh my god. The wizard lawyer.
Objection.
Objection.
All right, so Rose,
Yeah.
you're driving there. You
Whoa.
said you wanted to make a phone call.
Yeah, she is gonna call Auntie.
All right, so you start ringing, and by the way, her name is Bess.
Bess?
Mhm.
Okay.
And so the phone rings several times, and you get it picks up, and you hear a voice on the line say, "Yes, miss."
Bess, when can you make yourself available for a conversation? Things have been a little weird here, and I don't really have anybody to talk about it with.
Is this? I'm assuming this is not in purview of me being a member of your court.
It's a womanly thing.
Ah, in that case, do you want to meet for tea?
Not this evening. I think Bale Emery's out right now.
Your house wizard?
My friend.
I didn't know if you had been made part of the entourage.
No. I'm not going to force somebody to be a part of something if they don't want to.
Didn't buy that.
We survived the apocalypse with you. We're not going.
No,
anywhere.
I think he's dealing with. Okay, let me see if I can get the modern terminology correctly. The wizard feds.
The wizard fed. I suppose that's better than the wizard IRS.
I think so. Is there a wizard IRS?
In that case, I will prepare us tea tomorrow.
I would appreciate it.
Very well, miss. If you need anything at all, never be afraid to call any of them.
I do state one thing. Prepare to take an oath of secrecy.
Yes, miss. Absolutely.
Finn knows of the situation, and so does Aiden, which I need to introduce him to you. He's technically part of the house now.
Ah, we have a new member of the house. I will actually, then we will have tea, and later the evening I shall prepare a welcome dinner for him.
That'll be very much appreciated.
Wonderful.
I need to get off the phone because Aiden, what are you doing in the front seat? What are you? Click.
So you guys drive over to the Couch and Quill.
Yeah, get out of the car. Her in her lovely pantsuit, which is sage green with black accents.
As you get out of whoever's vehicle, I don't even know how many vehicles you have. I mean,
Rose oh yeah, did we ever replace Rose's car?
No, it was chopped in half.
Oh, we forgot about that.
No, it was not chopped in half. It was stomped flat.
Yeah,
So we're
it got stopped
no,
out, yeah.
no, we have Tuck's truck. That's what we're
Oh,
arriving
shit.
in. Is
You stole Tuck's truck.
I took the house.
He's not here to drive it.
House.
Does
So-
He's
It is
busy
100%
banging my
I
mom,
have a question.
apparently.
I have a question.
Go
I have a
ahead.
question. Does Tuck's truck have truck nuts on the back?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Tuck driving like a Ford F-150 with lifted tires.
Oh, he does. He absolutely
and
does.
Oh, yeah.
tiny
Also-
rims.
Rose is poorly texting Tuck as they arrive. Need you here ASAP in a very incorrect and inappropriate emoji afterwards.
He
It's
texts,
like a snowman emoji.
He texts back the eggplant emoji
Oh,
that you
no.
texted him, and he says, "How did you
Oh, my
know
God.
we're on our way?" And there's a wink and a smiley face.
Oh my God.
Hey Finn, do you know what he's saying? It just hands her phone over.
Oh my God, is fucking what's his name driving?
Aiden's driving the vehicle.
No, Alfred.
Alfred is driving the truck.
Oh
So
God.
Alfred's
Best
driving
boy.
the truck.
My best boy.
And so
Alfred is best boy.
Aiden looks over, is like, "Oh, so that's a penis." That's a
Pandora
penis.
explained that to me once. I keep sending the wrong ones.
Okay, well, apparently there was something involving his penis that he's very proud of. 'Cause he wanted you. Thought
Can
you were
you
talking about it.
text? Can you text back Tati? Question mark.
He's like, okay. Tati,
Poor
question mark.
Everys.
Like,
Poor Everys.
Oh my god, he sent a photo.
Rose is going to look, and then can you delete it? Can you delete it?
And he's like, yes, I can delete that after I forward it.
No, no,
I'm
you
just
will
gonna
not.
send it
You
to
will delete it.
Emery's.
No, you are not.
No, Everest does not.
You are
need to
not
see that.
scarring him for life. So she gets out of the car and just looks at Emery's. I am so sorry.
Or what?
Tuck just sent me a picture of him and your Tati.
Oh.
I need to bleach my eyes out.
Okay, I'm.
Granted, your aunt is a very attractive woman, but I did not need to see. I did not need to see that.
No, I don't want to see it either. I'm very glad he sent it to you and not me.
Yep. Tuck and your Tati will be showing up wherever we're going.
Yeah, I called them and they know, and they're already.
So where is the one who I need to talk to?
Well, the guy that they sent is getting the car.
Actually,
Vehicle?
there is a large black Suburban that is sitting at the curb. And you see that someone's sitting in the driver's seat. And every now and then you see some smoke coming out of the window, and through the glass you can see like a little red ember flare up and then go down again.
Rose is walking towards the vehicle.
As Rose is walking up to the vehicle, the passenger door opens up and that gentleman I described gets out.
And you are?
Isaac.
She'll hold her hand out.
He takes your
I would
hand.
also prefer a last name because I would like to know exactly who I'm talking to.
Isaac Pendrick.
Good to know.
And you
Countess Rosaline.
of
The Kingdom of Pacifica. This is my
Oh.
domain.
Yes, absolutely. And whenever we have any questions about any Fey dealings, we will definitely bring them to you immediately.
Yet I'm already involved. So
But I'm assuming you're involving this as your friendship with Emery's?
correct.
Which lends you no legal standing here, but we appreciate you wanting to be present with your friend.
Yeah. She'll look over at Finn. I got another name.
And Finn says,
No.
God.
She's like, by the way, you already made a lesson one mistake.
giving you my current name, not my true name?
The current name still can apply in some
Oh, absolutely.
things if you royally piss me off. So
It's not really a good idea to start things out with threats, but
yeah, you showed up to my friend's property out of nowhere and asked him to go alone somewhere.
yes, I knocked on the door.
I'm sorry. Can please explain to me how that is not suspicious?
Because he is a member of the wizarding community here. He answers to the council. He knew he was going to be brought for questioning before the council itself within 2 weeks, and the council wished to have an informal discussion with him prior to the questioning to make sure that the established facts that they had in place were correct, and to ask him some questions about some other items. I've already done an immense courtesy by even giving you this information. So,
As far as I'm aware, Emersy has always been independent, so he does not have to answer the council if he does not wish.
if he wishes to practice magic in reality, council. There's a reason.
But there are such a thing as independent mages, so no.
In the end, everyone answers.
So you say.
That's why Fondi marauders are hunted down.
Oh, you mean the Nefandi? Oh, is this part of the conversation we're going to be having? Because, oh boy.
If you are coming along, then you will be part of the conversation. We trust Emery's judgment on who needs to be given, who has pertinent information to the discussion. Or should I say, Mr. Grant?
Thank you for correcting yourself, since you do not know Emery's on a personal level.
He says, will you be riding with us or will you be following?
I will be following, because I do not know what you have in your vehicle.
Oh, understood.
Emery's, do you want to ride in the truck, or do you want to ride with these sketchy people?
I'm gonna ride in the truck.
Finn's like, "Lady, there's really not enough for everyone in that truck."
I can sit in
You
the
could
truck
just-
bed.
Fine, I will ride with the sketchy people.
Oh, then
Pandora,
yeah,
would you like to hang out with me?
yeah.
Pandora,
I got
go
you.
with Emery's. Go with Emery's.
Yeah, I got you.
Who is the woman?
Bay is just
Which
gonna
one?
look between Pandora and Rose and Pandora and
She works for me.
She is absolutely and completely immortal.
Is that a problem? I do have mortals in my service.
True. And she does have some residual touches of magic. So,
Also, I'm pretty sure they go by they them, so please correct yourself.
I apologize. I should know.
Emerson's just vibing this whole time. Just
Yeah.
like,
Like, yeah, Rose, no, Emery's knows. When Rose gets tired, the bitch comes out.
And she's exhausted right now.
Can we say that Bay and Pandora have exchanged phone numbers by this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Bay,
Can we
Bay's
say that
contact
Cindy
is a selfie of the two of them
Yes.
doing the finger
Bay,
gun.
Bay, is it?
Yeah, that's me.
You're gonna be riding with Emery's and Pandora.
Okay,
I got you.
whatever you say.
She'll just give a little bit of a wink. But she did just flat out lie to this dude.
Yeah.
All right then.
I mean, they do work for Emery, so.
Now, where are we going?
we are going to the observer.
And where's the observatory?
I will. Do you?
I'm turning on my
Technology.
GPS with, and Finn will have access to my phone
All right.
or my GPS.
Very well.
Do that thing.
All right. Let's go. Also, let's stop by the gas station. I kind of want a strawberry lemonade first.
While we're all going to while those of us riding with the feds are going, Pandora's gonna very pointedly kind of tug Penny along away from the truck because she is not allowed to be in Aiden's presence ever.
Oh, right. Penny, yeah.
And also, like, she has to go with her dad, but also she's not allowed. She's not allowed to look at Aiden.
She's not allowed to even look at Aiden.
Not allowed to even look at him.
No looky. Get over here.
No looking. Let's go.
Okay. So from where you guys are currently, you're gonna be heading. Actually, I think you're gonna be heading.
It shouldn't be that far.
It's not that far, but it's to the. Where's the zoo?
Oh, the zoo.
Oh, the zoo.
Mark's stuff was there.
Mark stuff still is there. All right, so you're gonna be going north. Oh, goodness gracious. So you guys, Emery's, are you getting into the front seat? Where are you getting?
I'm gonna get in the back seat. I don't trust these motherfuckers.
So is everyone piling in the back seat and the front seat just empty?
I mean, Pandora can sit in the front seat.
All right. So do you
Rose,
jump in
Rose
the
is
front
taking
seat?
a little power nap. Rose is taking a little power nap in the truck. Little power nap.
All right. So You guys drive up, you get on the highway for just a short period of time, driving up into the northern portion of the greater Seattle area. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a little north. We're actually more going east towards the Lake Washington. And you get to the Theodore Jacobson Observatory.
Near UW.
Yep. And it is a old red brick building. It is very old. It's actually more like a museum than a working observatory. It was built in 1895. It's the second oldest building on campus.
It's like old shit. What can I say?
Oh, how banal is it?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. It is actually literally built out of sandstone blocks that were left over from the creation of Denny Hall, which is the main residence hall on campus.
So it's all nature built, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's by comparison to modern observatories, it's tiny. It's a little bitty thing. But it is like I said, like we said, it's one of the oldest buildings on campus, and it is steeped in. Honestly, it is a bastion of glamour for one very important reason. This place is literally the stuff of dreams. This is one of the first observatories on the West Coast.
She's just gonna look at Finn and Aiden.
And Finn and Aiden is like, yep. Finn says, yeah, I can feel it.
Uh-huh. Why are we meeting here?
This is apparently, and Finn like holds out his hands, and he's like, this place is heavily warded. He says, we couldn't even make it into this place through the dream.
And yet, this is a bastion of glamour.
This is college campus. It's an observatory. He looks around, he's like, it's on a hill, it overlooks campus. He looks down, he's like, can you imagine like how many people made out laying around in the grass below this thing? Just that inspiration alone would be wonderful, but then how many generations of students have come up here?
Yeah, but the wards are blocking off for Faye that may actually need it.
That is definitely something that we would discuss with them.
Which it'll be brought up in discussion.
This is definitely something that needs to be discussed with them, but should it be discussed when we find out?
I will state the discussion will be on a later discussion will be on my terms.
That is probably for the best.
Let's get this out and over with, because afterwards my feet are already swelling and I'm ready to get these heels off and get this done.
He's like, I mentioned how adorable you are when you're pregnant.
Oh.
How many kids do you want to have?
Oh my god.
20.
One. Just one.
21?
Just one. Just one. Just uno.
Uno. One. Okay. Gotcha.
The way that her suit is covering it so she doesn't look.
Yeah. Well, I remember I said she was barely starting to show because she probably, it's that little bump that you get right around, 3 to 5 months when you're starting to show. Yeah. Yeah,
right. Beginning of second trimester.
Yep.
So she gets out of the car. She has her little glass strawberry lemonade. And it's the Calypso strawberry lemonade.
Yes.
So you guys get out, you walk in. The first floor is set up more like a museum. The first level is set up more like a museum with the observatory deck, and the original telescope is still in place there because this is not used as a functioning observatory really that much anymore. It's more of a historical portion. And so you go ahead and you walk in there and you kind of look in there and you see in the observatory area around the base, around where the telescope is set up. You see that there are 4 figures in gray robes and 1 figure in white. And the person who turns around in the white robes, it turns around and it's an older man, probably creeping into his 60s. He's kind of heavy set. He has a peppered black and gray beard. He is in robes, but he has the hood thrown back. His head is bald and covered in tattoos. And he kind of looks as you all come in, and he says, "Oh, thank you so much for coming. Such short notice." He says, "We also are a bit understaffed tonight. We only have 5 of the 9." He says, "But we are going to do our best to make sure that all questions that were presented by the council, we will try to get answered if you have the time. There is quite a bit of information that we need to get clarity on before we make a final decisions if we even need to have the hearing testimony."
Is my mentor here?
He's like, she
She
has not
arrived.
arrived yet. We can't wait for her arrival.
I would very much appreciate that.
She is.
Yes.
She would make a 6th on the council. So
Yes,
Very
she'll be arriving with attendance of one of my guards, so we will not start until he arrives.
when you say guards, he kind of looks fuddled and he looks around. And he says, "This is an informal meeting."
It does not matter with my position.
I apologize. Very well, as you wish. He says, "There are wards in place that are here to prevent violence and unaggressive magics. So, the only thing that could trigger the ward's release is an exterior attack that triggers the exterior wards and means we have to defend ourselves." He says, "So."
Fair enough, but you can quite understand my caution. We've been through
I was just
quite a
saying,
bit in the last
the
couple of
wards
months.
pertain to everyone within them, so we cannot use it at all either. This is on the council. This is a neutral, allotted space. The only people who can utilize any magics at all are the warders. And he gestures, to the guy to Isaac. And he says, and
Yes.
they are the only ones who are given free leave to cross through the warders because they have been entrusted with the defense of the wizarding community.
Though I do want it on record that I do want to have a meeting concerning this space at a time that is convenient to me.
He kind of looks at you and says, we will reach out as soon as this situation
Because
is
you're
resolved."
blocking off something that belongs to my people.
Oh,
Emerus kind of frowns at that. It's like, really?
we will definitely want to open discussions on that, and we will definitely make the time for that for you. But
Appreciate it.
if you all wish to take a few moments as we are waiting for the hermetic representative on the council to arrive, then we shall give you a few moments to prepare, and I'm going to speak to my colleagues.
Very well.
She's gonna look for a chair.
There actually is chairs provided. There's no table or anything like that. There's just chairs like kind of around the circle of the room.
She is gonna sit down, and there's like that little grunt, like when she sits down.
Finn like holds out a hand and helps her down. Finn's like, "You want me to just pull up a chair and massage your feet?"
No, I'm gonna need that after this meeting, and I am going to need sleep after this meeting.
No worries. He says,
Because I'm trying to do better and not sleep deprive myself, like after all of this mess.
Thank you, Rose.
Yeah.
He says, "You need your rest. I will try and keep my hands off of you."
I told you you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Oh,
Damn
he's
it!
Still
Oh, is he grounded?
yeah.
Both of them are.
Both of them are grounded.
Oh,
Tuck's about to be grounded too.
Tucks the back of his ground,
You
Wait,
need to
does
take
that
that
mean-
up with my aunt.
Wait,
I've got no
wait.
part in that.
Does that mean I'm the only one in her household who isn't grounded yet?
Oh no,
Probably.
the other members are not grounded.
Damn.
Actually, speaking of which, all of you are invited for dinner tomorrow at my house.
Oh, thank
How
you.
lovely.
That means
It's
you
like,
too, Bay.
I don't even know who she is.
Bay is sitting in a chair with their head between their legs because this entire place has a lot of active
Oh
magic.
God, yes.
Oh, you feel like an
So
ostrich
many
with the head in the
wards.
sand?
It like
So
Bay
much
has vertigo.
Um,
No.
Bay, would it be easier for you to lay in the truck outside?
Nope, I'm fine.
Okay.
Give me a second, and Bay like sits up, and then like puts pressure between their nose and just like runs their fingers up and down like you're trying to relieve sinus pressure. 1 second, and then sneezes, just to where it should echo. Because
No,
it's
it
just
does.
so-
Like a little bit of their soul came out with that sneeze.
yes.
A little bit of their soul came out.
Uh,
Yes,
Right.
soul
Are
slipped.
you having trouble? Are you having trouble breathing? I think I have some eucalyptus something in my bag.
That's not what it is.
No, it's not what that is. Oh god,
not
at
what it
least
is.
It's not a weird taste this time. That's nice. That's weird.
I'll explain later, Rose.
Okay. How long does it going to take your aunt to get here?
Aiden walks over to Bay
Oh God.
and he kneels down and he says,
Oh no.
"Are you all right?"
Are you gonna try to either fuck me or fight me right now? So I'm not in the mood for
I
either.
think so.
Cool.
He better fucking not.
You
He better.
are. And he
Rose
leans
is
forward and
side-eyeing.
whispers, "Allergic."
Fucking duh.
Oh God. We gotta hydrate.
Oh God.
No.
It's
Oh,
Cal.
Oh.
I refuse.
he says, I can give you something that will at least keep it down for quite some time.
I sneezed. I should be fine now, I think. Unless somebody casts something and then I'm gonna
If
get
you
the
need it, and he reaches into his he's now wearing like a suit like Rose is. He reaches in a suit pocket, and he reaches into a pocket. He pulls out a flask. No, not even. He just like grabs the tip of the flask and pulls the flask out. The flask is like this long, and he says, "If you think you need it, you can drink this, and it will repress your sensitivities for 45 minutes to an hour." It says, "But it will repress them. You will not have access to them for 45 minutes." He's like, "I'll leave it to you."
Bay's gonna take it and just like tilt it back and forth.
It's like this really thick red liquid that almost seems like it's like red syrup with glitter in it. It says, "Tastes like cherries."
Okay.
Oh.
Did you get in trouble for being mean to me and that's why you're being nice to me now?
He's like, "No, I do feel bad for being mean to you and almost squishing you." He says, "And if you're going to continue to hang out with everyone, then I feel like I have something up to you for, almost having squished.
Aww.
So at least I can stave off a migraine."
Appreciated.
And says-
I guess I'll try to be nicer to you. Unless you like it when I'm mean to you.
He's like, "I have to check and see if I'm allowed to like that or not. Apparently I get in trouble when things happen with other people now. Even if it's in the past."
The problem wasn't that. It was the. It was that.
Does Rose hear that? Did
make
Rose
me,
hear
make
that?
me an perception alertness roll.
Oh Lord.
Sheer
Can I
doggy
need some
shit.
kind of insight check on him?
Absolutely. Wits
Awesome.
and empathy. Your difficulty is an 8. Because no one's really talking loud, Rose, yours difficulty is a 7.
Perception what?
Perception alertness.
Oh, great. I got this, y'all.
How many?
Hey! 2
One?
successes.
All right. So he is Ford Bay. He is being you can see he's being sincere, but
Mhm.
you don't know how just flat out genuine the sincerity is.
Mhm.
It's not super sus, but you know, if
Okay.
if he's not completely sincere, he's really good at performing.
Yeah.
Valid.
Rose, yeah, you heard it.
Excuse you? Excuse you!
It was like, what?
Now
I
he's
didn't do
double
it.
grounded. Now he's double grounded.
Did you really just say you can't talk to other people because you're gonna get in trouble for it?
No. She was talking about stuff.
You!
got in trouble
I'm
for
talking about
stuff.
you!
I
Uh-huh.
can talk. I can
Yeah,
talk to
because
anyone
you
I want.
lied about your age to my mentor and then fucked her.
That was
What?
like 6 years before.
Sorry.
5 years ago.
What?
He
What?
fucked Molly.
No.
Who's Molly?
Amazing.
Oh, this
Molly
like
is
crazy,
who Molly
this
is,
like
but-
crazy old lady friend of Rose's was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. They got to ride in it. I didn't.
It was pretty off.
Pandora still fucking heard about that.
No, Pandora is so hurt about that. Are you kidding me?
Well, Molly should be coming into town soon, and you get to go have fun in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I'm so fucking excited.
I feel like
It's really cool.
Feel like what, Bay?
I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Molly,
we had to fight a
Molly's
dragon,
my-
and we needed something to fly, and so like she had a car that could fly.
That was basically Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You know, from the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
mhm.
cars can fly.
Chitty Chitty Bang
Oh,
Bang.
he has a
Chitty
car
Chitty
that
Bang
can-
Bang.
Yeah, Fey Magic. Fey
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay.
Um,
It's gonna
Yeah.
reek of cotton candy.
yeah, so Molly was my art mentor growing up.
Oh.
Super crazy cool old lady.
I didn't get liberal arts degree from you, but I mean,
I didn't go to college.
that would be why.
Mhm.
That would be why.
No, it's like Rose is
And
like
Rich is off in the corner, like dancing to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
And instead of going, everyone's talking about how badass Molly is, and everyone's mad at me because I had a dalliance with her. It's like,
Mhm.
badass person. Oh, I like
But
badass person
here's
too.
the thing. Hold
now I'm
on.
in
No,
trouble.
hold on. No,
What?
no. But yeah,
What?
you got mad at me because apparently I made promises that I don't remember, but I can't be mad at the fact that you fucked my mentor. Got it. Okay.
So,
Hi.
I
Anyways,
was-
let's sing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
right then you hear
Yeah, he's dancing with
laughter
the staff.
pealing from the entrance to the observatory as Tati comes in and Tuck's arm.
Yes, speak of the devil. Tuck, you're grounded.
Tuck,
What did Tuck do?
just got here.
Tuck's
He
looks
just-
Oh,
like-
he knows what he did. He knows what he did. What I
Brother,
saw,
who
and now I
he
have.
did.
Tuck walks in and you go, you're grounded, and he's like, worth it. And Tati
Oh.
pats him on the arm. And she comes walking into the room, and the rest of the council kind of like, starts forming up into chairs on the other side of the telescope. There it is.
Mhm.
And the telescope's like on a raised dais on a metal platform, so it's actually
Beautiful.
like 10 feet above where you guys are sitting in this lower portion. And there's stairs around each side of the wall that go up to the platform that goes up to where the telescope is. So you guys are standing there, and they go sit in the chairs along that other side of the wall. And Tati walks over to one of the chairs, and as she walks over, she was just wearing a normal outfit for her, but as she walks over, the outfit transitions into a set of the gray robes. And she goes and she takes a seat that has the symbol of the Order of Hermes above it. You see that there is a symbol for the Akashic Brotherhood over another chair. In that chair, there is a young woman She doesn't look to be out of her 30s yet. Blonde hair, blue eyes, very stark features. She is a very slight build. Next to her, there is the chair that has the gentleman with a tattooed head. Above that chair is where the other chairs are like a gray wood material. This chair is like alabaster stone and it's white. And above that chair is a symbol for the Verbena, which is another group of mages. And then to the right of that, there is a gentleman who is in gray robes. He is very gaunt. Very, if he was standing up, you figure he would like be as tall as Pandora. But he is reed thin. He has short, kind of ruffled black hair, pale features, dark bags under his eyes, and his robes are not like properly cinched, so they kind of hang open, and you can see underneath the robes that he is wearing a black and white checkered suit. And he is sitting, and as he's sitting in the chair, above the chair has a symbol of the Athanatos over his seat. And the last chair is Hermes, Kashyyyk, Ina, Thanatos, and the last seat is a woman who is sitting in a chair. She is standing very stock still. She is completely bald. She is probably coming up on middle age, mid 40s. She is sitting with her arms on the chair and her fingers stapled in front of her. Her eyes are white cataract, but she still seems to be like looking around the room. And above her head is the symbol for the the ones who work with Prime. Can't remember their name.
Is it Celestial Chorus?
Celestial Chorus, thank you.
It could be Celestial Chorus.
It is
yeah,
Celestial
because
Chorus.
those are the main ones.
Yeah, Celestial Chorus. Well, those are the ones who are in the traditions, not the technocracy. And she has
Correct.
a symbol of Celestial Chorus above her seat. And so the gentleman who brought you all here, he says, if you want to sit, you may sit. You may stand if you stand. As you see, feel free. This is, as we said, a very informal meeting and gathering. He kind of looks over at all of you and he says, Mr. Grant.
Yes.
One of the major issues that we wanted to bring enlightenment onto is the concepts that you were very much not a direct player in any of the interactions that caused you to have contact with these extraplanar forces and these devices and people who were being brought into this plane of existence. We were informed by your mentor that items such as the blade and the book and other items seem to have been being brought into your possession rather than you seeking them.
That is correct.
We cannot deny that the correspondence magics are leading chains back to you. But we do understand that you have not been manipulating any of the spheres in order to make this happen.
That's good, at least.
That being said, what we wanted to address was the nature of your current association with a creature that transcends multiple planes of existence.
Are you talking about Kilgara?
I do believe that is the name you've given him. I think that it has multiple monikers depending on who you what process you learn of his existence through.
Sure.
But yes, that is the item, the creature.
That's it. He's not an item. He's an entity. He's a creature. He's a being.
It's also a thing. Multiple things.
I mean, if you really want to get pedantic about it, sure, yes.
You do understand the concept of the dragon egg.
Dragon eggs.
The focal points of major crossings of ley lines.
Right. Yes.
Yes. The physical anchor points that keep the magics that maintain the energy flow of this world in predictable lines that we can then channel.
Yes. Yes. I am familiar with those.
And that these are created for mortals' uses by this entity.
Yes. Again, I am familiar.
What, if anything, has it told you about its reason for manifesting in such a way?
There were choices to make. There was, which I'm surprised you hadn't heard about, or at least gotten some wind of, the issue regarding the nothing.
No, we knew of far too late, but we knew of the nothing. We also know that this entity was the key to resistance against the situation, or resolution of the situation. I don't know if resistance is even the proper term.
Resolution is the better term, but yes, that is correct.
Did you need to make a point?
Emery's, it was more resistance considering what happened in the end.
I mean, it definitely. Yes, there was resistance, but we came to a nonviolent resolution in the end as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Are you still aware of its presence?
At all times.
Is it still symbiotically linked to?
Yes, it is.
Do you understand it?
Yes. Would you and he like to talk? Is that what you're asking me? Do you want to converse with him?
I do not know at this point if the council wants to be addressing the entity that literally controls the flow of our power.
You can just call him Kilgara. It's easier for everyone.
I don't know if we want to address Kilgara yet. There are many questions that are going to be asked, and certain members who follow certain paths have higher priority on what they wish to ask than others, and there is still currently a discussion being had on what the proper means to have this conversation would be. How much of this conversation would irreparably damage our understanding of what we control and
What
practice.
you know.
So there is still much discussion on it.
In other words, Magic Dragon, scary questioning that would raise too many questions considering what you know and what you don't know.
And since so much of our magic is based on our own will and belief, if we fundamentally change the belief, then we may harm our ability to control that which we already thought we learned and knew.
This brings about some interesting questions of my own, but go on.
We were looking to ascertain how direct the contact was, which we now understand to be assuming complete.
And I will call him forth just enough to where the eyes change, so that everyone can see. Yes, that's correct. And then the eyes change
You
back.
see 3 rings of light on the floor illuminate as the 3 wards activate. 1 ward is around the outside of the room. Another ward is just on the inside of the line of chairs that you all are sitting in, if anyone's sitting down. And the other ward is in the dead center of the room. And when that one activates, you feel a wave of magic go over everyone in the room.
Bang downs the flask.
Huh? Bane does. Yeah, it's a overwhelmingly powerful thing. The effect is almost immediate. You don't feel, see, smell, taste anything, except for the air conditioning.
Fucking blacks out.
No, doesn't black out. You know how you know what air conditioning tastes like when you first enter a room from like somewhere hot.
Yeah,
It's almost like what the effect is now, because suddenly it's just the regular air. There's none of the weird taste. There's none of the weird smells. There's none of the weird sensations, and everyone's just standing around. None of the people in the robes are wearing robes. They're all wearing rather regular clothes. None of the chairs they sit in look like the chairs that they're sitting in. They look like folding chairs. Rose is just a really gorgeous woman. Finn and Tuck
with violet
really
eyes.
gorgeous guys.
Finn and Aiden. Tuck is just some
Sorry, Finn and Aiden. Yeah, Tuck is
gremlin of a man.
Yeah. Emery's and other than the robes, the other people, their appearance doesn't change much at all, except for the woman who's completely bald with cataracts. She is. Oh, what's the best way to describe this? She is much older than she appeared before. And where she was sitting upright in the chair and had her fingers stapled in front of her, she is hunched over. Yeah, she's like, looks like she's in her 80s or 90s. Her fingers are still stapled in front of her, but she's reached that age where her back is now bent and crooked. You can tell she probably is suffering from osteoporosis. And she is sitting in the chair, and instead of the calm breathing, you can see that she's kind of like drawing ragged breaths, like she's having trouble breathing, but she is ancient.
Dave's just holding that flask, looking at it, and then looking around the room. And it's just like, oh fuck. Hiccups once. Suppresses a belch and just leans back in the chair and continues texting Pandora.
So you are sitting there, everyone's looking around the room, and then so as you're doing that, Tati kind of like speaks up and she says, I think that the best way we can resolve the entire situation is to prepare a list of items that we are willing to present to the dragon in order to further understand our own knowledge of what it means to be who and what we are, and leave anything that may be disturbing to that identity alone. Yes, Rose.
So you're using him as an encyclopedia. This is the whole thing.
I feel more like a piece of litmus paper than an encyclopedia right now.
But you're just gonna use him to present a bunch of items. Really?
And Tati kind of looks a little she looks a little uncomfortable, and she says,
You're gonna do that to your own nephew.
She says, I'm not going to do that to my nephew. If he wishes to participate, I would support him. If he wishes to not participate, I would support him. But a chance like this has never presented it to itself to our kind before.
So, let me guess. If he does this, y'all are willing to wipe away the whole other shit that you are dragging him into.
That was going to be my question as well.
No, and then the woman, the old woman, Bay, stands up and she moves surprisingly well. You didn't even think she would be able to stand up, but she stands up. So you all see the woman from the Celestial Chorus stand up, and she says, and she speaks in one voice that resonates on probably at least 7 octaves, all at once.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "We would never extort a member of this community or any community. We would ask for the cooperation. In the end, the grand truth, the true essence, what is before us, is not something that we could seek to cajole or threaten in answering any question.
Not that much is understood, at least.
It is essence of magic before us, which is why we are humbly requesting."
You requesting this, does that mean you're going to wipe away everything else about this trial or this query that he has with the council?
One of the things that we came here, and this is still her speaking, one of the things we came here to address was whether that was even going to be necessary due to the extenuating circumstances of an entity of this proportion taking a direct hand in these situations, which may have been the direct force that was causing Emery's to be the focus of all these correspondence, all these different lines of what seems to be random chance suddenly being drawn to one specific individual. And
So
she stops
basically,
talking and she's looking and she looks at you, Rose, when she said one individual, and her eyebrows go up a little bit, and then she turns back to everyone else and she says,
He has a look of pure, like, don't you fucking dare.
and she looks at everyone else and she says, the nature of this assembly is not to attempt to force any truths to light. It is to allow for those who wish to delve further answers, be able to do so without harming the general community.
Emrys, if you do agree to this, I will write up a contract and get it notarized. Because I am a notary.
I remember. I appreciate that.
No, well, she has the active contracts, so it makes her notary. Yeah.
I want it understood, if I do this, that I am not a tool or a weapon to be used at your or anyone else's whim.
If there was any way that we could express how purely and simply we understand that this is an entity well beyond what we would consider something we would attempt to control.
Very good.
But in the meantime, it is, as we said, an opportunity that the Mages Council cannot overlook. Fundamental questions that have been plaguing us as beings since the first of us awakened.
Will there be needles?
Practicing would be answered.
Will there be needles? Please, I don't do needles very well. I would prefer if there are not needles involved in any of this.
I don't think we would require any fluids of any kind for this.
Good. Very good.
Will these acts be occurring here?
And then at this point, the gentleman in the white robe stands back up again. He says, since this is going to be simply a discussion, the only thing we would require is that whatever location this is take place at, there is an ability to record the information, and there is ability to protect the revelations as they come forth. So we would love to be able to secure and ward a location for that. But I understand if Emery's wants other witnesses present. We would, anything that pertains to information that would be considered dangerous to our community, we would request that there be no other witnesses but members of our community. And that's the only thing we have.
I would prefer it not to be here.
That's acceptable. This is just this is just the only community warded location that we have for our community that allows anyone in good standing with the council to enter.
Which, as I stated, we're going to have a discussion about what you're actually keeping here.
As I said, we will have a discussion at when
Later
at your
date.
leisure. Yes.
All right. Well, so long as, and I will gesture to Tati, so long as is present. I trust that you all have questions and things needing answering, but for the sake of my own sense of security and safety, I would require her to be here as part of this deal.
And everyone kind of looks, and the gentleman, the Verbena at the head of the council, says, absolutely, there would be no question on that. As a member of the council, she would already, and the representative of the Hermetic tradition, she would already be present. But if you wish her to be present as your representative as well, then we could find someone else from the Hermetic tradition that could fill her seat in the council temporarily.
Very well. Her presence, I believe, should be more than enough.
In that case, there is not much else we wanted to directly discuss this. We understood what fundamentally happened, and we understood that there is a new player in the field, as it were. A new entity.
New player in the field.
A new entity.
Are you referring to my being the Merlin, or is this something else?
No, that's on our level. I'm talking more on the level of the dragon.
Ah, well.
The thing you called the nothing?
Mm.
Right.
Which has transitioned into something?
Yeah.
Have any of you had any further contact?
Not since then.
One person might have, but he's vanished.
But yeah, we've not seen or heard from him since that day.
Oh. And he kind of looks around and he says, this has been a very productive discussion, and we appreciate your cooperation.
Oh.
Well, so long.
If it seemed... We apologize if we seemed overly cautious.
Basically deliver a message. What am I going to think?
In situations like this, it is never good to go in and not have preparations for every contingency. And as a warder, he is literally chosen the path of being both messenger and enforcer.
You realize that if you would have all just come to my establishment, it is also on neutral territory. Nothing would have been able to happen there. It's safe haven for anyone. I know that you have your laws and your traditions, and I respect that. This seemed a bit heavy-handed. Is basically where I'm going.
And
when I do not believe myself to pose any real threat to you or any member of this council. I, by and large, have done my best to distance myself from any of that.
And as I said, as I offered the apology, I once again offer it with all sincerity, because it is a very difficult time. Well, thank you very much, the dapper gentlemancer. So it is a very difficult time for us to try and make a decision this rapidly, when the world is still in chaos from what happened previously, and so many members of the council are been dispersed to deal with those situations.
That is definitely a I can understand that.
So we again apologize for the nature of the subject.
Appreciate it and
Ask for your
accept it.
indulgence.
I will do my utmost.
We will.
I'm side-eyeing the lady.
We will begin making preparations. If you have contingencies you want in place, just let us know. We will present you with a location. If it does not meet your requirements, then you may counter with a second location, as long as it can be secured in the ways that we would require.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We will be in touch with you. And once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Rose is still side-eyeing that woman.
Lady.
Hard.
She is sitting there with her hands steepled in front of her, and she seems to be looking at the middle distance in the center of the room.
Is this the really old lady?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that Bay's been like staring confusedly at.
Yep. So everyone stands up at that point. Tati comes over to you, and she says, "That's exactly what I figured was going to be happening." Once I gave them the book, and I pointed out all the incongruities with what had been happening and your involvement in it, basically stating that you had not even the time or the means to enact spells and rituals of the power and magnitude to allow these type of things to come across.
No.
Because we had all been reacting so much to what had been happening, there was no time to do any of this.
Right.
And once they got a hold of some of the items and were able to actually see what was happening with that, they came to the same conclusion. But at that point, it had come out that there was other entities involved. The nothing had been made its presence obvious. Everything was very much in a situation where I knew we were going to have to speak to the council in shape or form. I made sure it was the most beneficial one for us, but I knew they would be asking for sessions on that. Ends up being the fact that, they want to talk to the dragon.
Yeah, that's fairly awkward.
Rose is still side-eyeing. This woman hasn't even gotten up.
It would be nice if I could, summon that other Merlin to come and also give testimony, but
that would be reaching across dimensional space. Why don't we?
And I'm not going to do that, considering
present that to the council as a possibility. Plus,
that's a good plan.
He may return the sword back to its original dimension.
That would be great, as I apparently have to quest for this reality's version of it myself. Apparently.
Everyone, you see that all the other members of the Mage Council are walking out of the observatory area, and as they pass through the archway of the observatory area, each one of them reverts back into whatever clothes they were wearing when they came in, obviously, and they move their way. They make their way out into the onto the hill outside where the parking lot is, and each one of them goes and gets into a car. A couple of them get in the car together. Huh?
Is the old lady still there?
No, she walked out and she got into a Maserati.
Goddamn.
Dope.
Get it?
Good for Granny.
Yeah.
Hey, Tati,
So-
do you think when by my being the Merlin, that I get cool robes like that, or even cooler robes? That'd be pretty sweet, right? Right.
Since we haven't had a Merlin in quite a while, I don't even know what your actual I don't even know if you should be a member of the council. Like,
Yo,
are you now going to be a member of the council because you are the Merlin?
do
That is-
it.
Mhm.
Good question.
Do it.
I mean, right now the head of the council seat has always been covered by one of the members of one of the traditions, but it would make perfect sense to have someone who is not bound to any of the positions. No, sorry,
I mean,
to be the head of
politics.
the council.
Boy.
Can he
I will
amend
leave-
the robes?
I will.
Can he have like blue with like stars instead of like
I
the
can
plain
make some
white
robes. I think I can make some robes for him.
I don't want the sword and the sorcerer, the sword and the stone.
Well,
Merlin
just tell me what
robe.
you want and I'll make it.
Okay. I'll figure something out. I will consider
This
the
is the first time you've been
politics.
able to be around everyone and not
Mhm.
have twitches and sniffles and like hiccups.
Though there are
Ba-
two issues.
Bae's just sitting there tracking their finger until they get like a text from Pandora, then they respond to it, and they're just like,
Tracking their own finger.
"Fuck."
Yeah. There
Checking
are
for
two
connection.
issues that we're gonna have to revisit.
What's that?
One, this is a bastion of glamour.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh God,
hmm
I wasn't the. Okay, I'm not
Tuck.
going crazy.
Tuck,
No,
So
is
by
like-
all technicalities, this is mine.
Tuck comes walking
I
out
turned
of
to-
the observatory.
I turned to
He
Tati.
says, do you know that they don't even secure the shit? You can just walk in there, relax, and soak it in.
Tuck?
Yes, miss. I'm grounded. I'm already in trouble. I'm getting all the shit
Yes.
I can out of this.
Yet the people of the county can't get any access to it.
It says, I know that. He says, he pulls out his flask. Do you think I carry this for my health?
Oh my god.
Is that what you want to talk to them about?
Oh.
Yes, to remove the wards from here.
But I have an opinion that might not apply to this fucking conversation. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, babe, what's going on?
What's up?
Bae's like shaking the empty flask that Aiden had given them.
Yes.
So all that shit was fake. All that shit's like magic fake.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
it's okay, cool. Because one of those ladies like is really like. I
Yes,
was
that's the
very-
other problem.
Oh,
What do you mean?
That she's
Maybe it's
old?
Maybelline, but maybe it's some magic shit.
She knows.
Aiden's like, who knows?
What?
That woman that came up and spoke and had the cacophony of voices, she
I wouldn't
knows.
call it a cacophony. It was kind of
What?
Like a chorus. More like
yeah.
a chorus.
No, it was like Gregorian. Like that was fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
She
Oh,
I wish I
knows.
could sample that.
She knows.
She's a little weird.
I'm sorry, babe, but this one I don't know you well enough. So
I don't
this
want to
is-
know. I don't want to know. I found out you guys like stopped the apocalypse, and the apocalypse is now a god because it needed fucking therapy and a
No,
friend.
dead ass. We literally
It
gave God
did.
therapy.
And the
Yeah.
wizard lizard has a lizard that has a name, and people think that it's just a thing when it's a person, but it's a
Yeah,
lizard
it's a person.
person
Mhm.
inside of.
Kilgara.
Get the dragon.
But-
Aiden says,
As I was saying,
Yeah.
I
And the
think,
dragon
she
must
knows.
I think that, or he says, I think they're going to pop.
Bae, do you want to go outside? Maybe get some fresh air.
Oh god,
Probably a good
please.
idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
please.
Pandora's
What's
probably
the
got, like,
equivalent of a sanity roll in World of Darkness?
Right.
It's like, let's get them some water. Hold on.
with
They need to-
composure, with composure.
Yeah.
They need to do a lap,
I got
and also to let Rose speak freely, but also like
She's
they
not
were
going to speak freely here. She is
Okay,
not going
well,
to speak
but, like,
freely here.
okay,
Yeah.
but this is her way of being like, okay, it's not their
They
thing to know, but
know.
also Pandora was worried they were gonna pass out, so like let's
Yep.
let's do a little
Y'all are
lap.
heading outside.
Yep.
Once
We're gonna lay in the grass.
they're out.
Just rolls down the hill.
Yeah. Oh God.
Touch
All
grass.
right. Emery's.
Yeah.
She knew off of first glance.
Well, she is one of the most powerful mages in the world, so...
She's gonna be a problem.
You think so? I know.
One, I don't
I
know.
imagine Tati is still in the room.
I don't know who
Tati's
her
still there.
contacts are. I don't know any of that.
I'll just turn to Tati. What do you think?
He is the leader of the Celestial Chorus. I don't mean the local.
Great.
They are the masters of Prime. And she
Is she
the
going to
master
be a threat?
of
Is she
Prime.
going to be a threat?
Is she going to be a problem?
Do you want to have a meeting with her?
Yes.
Probably a wise idea to get in front of this before it becomes a problem.
I don't know. She should not. There was no ability to use any aggressive magics in there. So
Does she have any fortune telling abilities?
Yes.
Then that's how she knew. Good. I will play the same fucking game.
I
Hey.
don't know if it's a game. There's the Celestial Course is deeply in touch with Prime, which is one of the essential blocks of magic in general.
This is more of a cautionary thing on my behalf.
I won't tell you what to do. You are in an absolutely
And the fact is, y'all are hoarding glamour in this building.
I only know of it as quintessence. And I knew that this was a focal of quintessence. And a font of quintessence for we don't know why. We assume because it was a well of human creativity that a focus point for us to build and store quintessence. This building has been around for 100 years.
But
Tati, it's on a college campus on a hill.
Yeah, but you are blocking it because glamour is made out of creativity, imagination, and other things. And the fact is, you blocked access to other people that may need it.
Going to be something that we're going to have to discuss as I think that we've taken the right steps towards that. I know that this is one of the two most heavily warded places in this city. So
yes,
it would be considered a very aggressive act to come in and try and force this issue.
the discussion still needs to be had.
Absolutely.
Because in Fey Matters, this is under my domain. And this building does technically count at this point.
But as I said, for us, it's a fount of quintessence. It's also our. It's
that means I need to talk to the head of this area for this building.
You just speak to the head of every.
Oh, good.
We don't
Great.
have local councils. We have a council.
Yeah, y'all may need to figure that out, because there's such thing as local politics and bigger politics.
I'm just saying that at the level that this has happened, that's who we're dealing with, because they probably have no real concern over local politics. I'm absolutely sure that there are groups of mages here, but Emery's has never been concerned with being a huge part of the local mage community. And so we would need to reach out to them to see what can be done.
Sounds like that's changing, so.
Yep, alright. I need to head back to my home. I am tired. I am cranky.
You need some rest.
And I feel like I'm gonna throw up at any second, so...
Don't do that in here.
Tuck says, "Who drove my truck?"
Rose is gonna be a little shit. I drove it.
How did you even fucking get in there?
No, I didn't drive it.
You?
No, Alfred drove. Alfred drove.
Tuck looks at Alfred and he's like, "It's wonderful, isn't it?" And Alfred looks at Tuck and is like, I've never been that high before moving that fast.
Do you okay for Christmas, Alfred? Do you want a truck? I'll get you a truck for Christmas.
No, miss. It's fun on every now and then, but I don't even have any idea how I'd park this without this crushing everything else in the parking lot.
Well, we need to get a new vehicle because somebody destroyed my car.
I believe that was
me. I had nothing to do with that. That was
And as for you, point to
Ivy's
Aiden, and points to Aiden,
Vera.
and for you,
Vera's friend.
Aiden's like,
we need to get the stolen car away from the front of my house.
You stole a car
I borrowed a car on a permanent basis.
and you kept it?
I mean,
That is-
made the
He
person
was
forget
gonna
they owned
go. See, he was gonna go for a little bit of a hunt, and then he kind of knows
I
what's going
don't
on. Yeah,
Need to know anything about the? You said hunt, and that's I.
he didn't go. He didn't go.
I'm glad of that. Thank you, Aiden, for not doing that.
Yeah, okay, because the thing is, it probably would have ended up on the news.
I
I
am
think
not
that's
that
the.
sloppy.
I don't know that.
Okay,
You'll find out later.
so there's a lot happening. I'm going to have to bone up on mage politics now.
Oh yeah, and I
Oh,
have to go
man.
traveling here the next couple of days. So dinner tomorrow at my new
Dinner
place.
tomorrow.
And Bay, just so you're aware, the whole Faye eating food thing doesn't apply.
Bay's outside.
Yeah, Bay went for a walk.
Probably
She's
two
gonna
days
go
of
outside.
grass.
She's gonna go outside. She's like, all right, I might need to let Bay know that she's gonna be safe eating dinner at my house.
Probably a good
Bay's all
idea.
outside going, please don't be an illusion. Please don't be an illusion. Please don't be an illusion.
You're starting to
Bay,
grow grass
are
in that wizard
Oh
turf.
my goodness, Bay, are you okay?
I feel great, but like awful at the same time. Your boy toy gave me something, and it's like Benadryl
Boyfriend?
on fucking crack.
What's Benadryl?
Off
Can you see
medicine
can you see the hat, man?
or allergy medicine.
Hat man.
Oh wait, no, you can't.
Allergy
you can't see
medication?
the
Oh, you
hat
mean
man
like
anymore.
honey or elderberry syrup?
No,
Bay is gonna hold out the empty flask.
it's like a tranquilizer.
Take
for
it.
Rose.
Rose
Tastes like
is gonna
cherries, and
sniff
it had
Rose
fresh.
is gonna sniff it.
It's got tons of glamour. And
I-
basically, Aiden pretty much.
You're disenchanted.
Yes.
You're disenchanted.
I'm what now?
You're disenchanted, so you're basically like most mortals. Basically, you don't see what's the supernatural at all
You got nerfed.
right now. Your
Got
senses have been nerfed.
Weird question.
Sounds
Would
weird
that
coming
stop
from you.
seizures?
You have seizures?
Do you have
This
seizures?
is Finn. Your stuff causes you to have seizures?
I don't actually know.
Aiden's like, yeah, but like I said, you'd be blind. Like, from everything else. It would stop everything.
I mean, if I'm driving, that would be great. I'd like to not put another dent to my fender.
If your sensitivity is causing seizures, and you know that for sure, then yeah, I can give you another vial of it, and if you feel something that strong coming on, you could take it. But as I said, then you wouldn't be able to sense anything.
I mean, like, I don't know if it's causing it. I know that I see weird shit when they happen. So,
Find weird shit.
I guess we're friends now. I signed a sticky note.
I signed a sticky note.
You do work for me now.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
Pandora-
what?
Pandora still has a sticky note.
And
notarize this, please?
Sticky note.
Yeah,
Get
hold
them
on, give it
in.
here. Give it here. She'll have like a little magical ink quill and everything and her little notary stamp for art.
Pull out the
God
sticky note. What does the
damn it.
sticky note say, Pandora?
It literally says, do you want to be our friend? And there's a box that says yes and a box that says no. And Bay checked the box that says yes.
Ah, yeah. So she stamps it. By the way, we are magically bound through friendship now.
Magically
Anyway,
bound through
You
friendship.
know that show? You know that show, Friendship? My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
Yeah, we've got the power of
Friendship really is magic now.
Yeah.
okay. So
Are you Rarity? And pointing at Rose. Are
Who
you
is
Twilight
Rarity?
Sparkle?
what is
Yeah.
that?
Yes,
I
she's
feel like
Rarity.
I feel like she's
Pretty
both
funny.
though, because like she also was like really really focused on her art and not super social for a while.
I am very
I feel like
confused
that's a
with the
rarity
situation.
thing.
Yeah,
That's
it's a rarity
because
thing.
I don't
Okay.
get Fluttershy vibes like
No.
at all.
No.
Like at all. Like if anything, Pandora's Fluttershy. If Fluttershy like went boss mode.
I feel like she's more Applejack than Fluttershy.
That's
Oh.
also
Actually, fun
Finn-
fact: in the
Finn-
human forms of it, Fluttershy goes to metal concerts canonically.
yeah.
Finn leans over and
true.
whispers in Rose's ear, "If anyone says you're Pinkie Pie, be insulted."
I don't know what's
Aw.
going on.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
Anyways,
World
another
of Darkness,
question-
friendship is magic.
Pointing at Rose, like motioning to Rose. It's like you said that I work for you. Do I work for you now?
No,
Wait, that
I
was
just
weird.
said it. I just said it so you were able to go.
Oh, that's fine.
I just told him that she works for me.
Where did your
It was
daughter
just
go?
easier. Yeah,
Penny's
where's
there.
Penny?
She's there.
Penny. Oh, hi.
He better not. Penny, don't you be staring at Aiden.
And Peyton's like, "I'm not."
Pandora's ready to just put a hand over her eyes if she has to.
Penny's like,
So back
"Oh, I
to
put an
you
enchantment. I
seeing
put
things.
an enchantment on one of my pistols that if I stare at Aiden, I shoot him."
Yeah, back to you
Oh,
seeing
sick.
things.
Okay, look at him.
Look,
at
I'm
him
kidding,
right
I
now.
wouldn't do that.
Man, you're no fun.
Yes,
I
she's
think-
plenty of fun.
The
Hey,
wizard cop
guys.
said you can't use battle magic here.
Oh, yeah, Penny's
We're
like, "Yeah, I know,
outside.
but this is a bullet.
I-
This is bullet."
Back
It's an
to the
enchanted bullet.
question at hand about Bay seeing things.
All right.
Right, the seizures.
I thought I changed the subject, and that wasn't going to be a question anymore. Cool. Yeah, that's
You
been
can't
a
do
thing
that with
happened
Rose.
Laser
since I
focus
was
that one.
Little. The first one wasn't really fun. I got a giant bad vibe thing that I at the time I thought was like a reckoning from like God. I
What
guess.
You
Um,
see.
Just, stained glass rearranging itself into the Virgin Mary holding a book and saying, "Seek truth." Real confusing for an 11-year-old to do that. And then, it kind of became the ploy for a cult to bring new people to visit the Cassandra Child Oracle of God. No big deal. Just little kid stuff. It happens.
I'm going to look at Tati with a very quizzical eyebrow raised. Did any of that sound familiar to you, Tati?
No.
So you're like the little like the little girls that do like little spells to become a mermaid, but like actually like magic.
I
shit.
mean, it wasn't a spell. I mean, we weren't magic people. They're just like the normal kind of crazy.
Oh,
They're just like
No.
the Midwest Southern kind of crazy.
Oh,
No.
a cult. Like an actual cult.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Oh.
No, I was just simply asking because when I was younger, I would see things that weren't quote unquote were not there before I became what
Well-
I was.
Oh no! It was more of the seizures aren't frequent. I've only had like maybe 2.
So they're visionary related.
I don't know. I don't care as long as I don't do it while I'm driving, because that would be bad.
That would be bad.
Also, while we are here, tomorrow you're having dinner at my place. It is safe to eat at my house. The Fae rules about, don't eat anything from the Fae doesn't apply. But however, we do have rules of hospitality, no weapons, no fighting, no magic.
Cool.
You might see some weird things at my house. So
Her house is alive.
Your house
you
is lit.
leave Rose Red alone.
No, I love
okay,
Rose
we
Red.
love
I love
Rose Red.
I'm just warning her about
Oh yes.
the house.
So my
Yeah,
house
just-
is kind of an entity of
Just
itself.
giving them a heads up, that like
Yeah.
they're gonna
So
be in
if
a
you
living
act up-
house.
If you act up, you'll end up in the oubliette.
I'm not gonna even
house
ask.
has a
I'm just gonna
built-in
accept
Uber,
it.
yeah.
No,
This
it's
has been
like
a
like
lot.
the house will put you in timeout if you make it
Yeah.
mad. It'll put you in like a timeout room.
We had a friend that traveled with
Yeah.
us that made the house angry quite regularly, and it would
Yeah.
just, and then
But
he'd be gone and in
He just kept
timeout.
getting sent to gay baby jail.
Rose is trying to climb into the truck. She's trying to climb into the
Oh,
truck.
does she need a boost? Someone should give her a
Finn
boost.
comes over and helps you
Yeah.
get to the truck.
Yeah.
Finn's like, we could just call an Uber. We don't have to ride back in this.
No.
I want to go in the truck.
We've committed to the bit.
Tuck is like, she finally is showing the really good taste.
Also, because if I need to puke, I could just do it out the window. So
All down the side of the truck.
Just make sure we're driving beside a convertible first.
yeah, I just don't want to ruin somebody's Uber.
And so
You're willing to
everyone
ruin
gets
someone
into
else's
vehicles
convertible.
and starts heading back. And this is a really good place to end for the evening because we ran way over.
Yeah,
But we had a lot of technical issues
Yeah,
at the beginning,
like-
so
Yeah, we did our normal time frame though.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I hope everyone had a good time.
boy, oh
I don't
boy.
even know what's going on in chat. I didn't set up to be able to watch our call chat.
It's great.
I'm gonna go back and read it
time.
all
It's a
later.
good time.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy. All right, guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been an absolute pleasure to run for these people, as always. The sanity left long ago to be replaced with what you see before you, and that's why the games are so much fun. Sphinx, let me see if my commands are working yet. Fuck no. Why would they start working now? Sphinx, where can people find you on the amazing interwebs?
Hi, I am Sphinx Akasha, aka Circle DM on TikTok, Sphinx Akasha on Hive, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find me right here on Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Goodness gracious, I'm forgetting the order of the days of the week. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, right here at Dinner and a Game, playing, of course, this lovely game with these lovely people, Emerald Sanctums. And then on Wednesdays, Kingdom of Mist, which we are porting over from 5e to the Quest system, which is going to be a great time. I'm excited about that. On every other Fridays, you can find me with the Alex Bomb channel playing Initiatives and Intrigue, where I play Badru Kamar, who is a cleric/bard. This week is an Initiatives and Intrigue week, so tune into that. But on the opposite Fridays, you can find me with the ADH Adventures channel, where I run my own campaign, Agents of the Circle. We are in our 5th and final season. The party is in the Kingdom of Bards, and we've just met King Bootsy. It's a wild time. It is probably my favorite session that I've done as a DM this period. Please go check that out. The VODs are there, and the podcast episode will be up soon. On Saturdays, you can find me with Agents of the Circle, with AH Adventures, as we swap back and forth between Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel, who is an Asomai Necromancer, and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Zan, who is an Eladrin Paladin. And then on Sunday evenings, you can find me with ADH Adventures again, playing The Tale That Never Was, where I play a Kalashtar, Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, who's basically my answer to the question, what if Howl Pendragon from Howl's Moving Castle was a Kalashtar and Calcifer was his quarry?
Thank you very much, Pedigree, for giving us the follow. We really appreciate it. And Sphinx, I had no idea this was the last season.
Yeah, final season of Agents of the Circle.
Oh,
we are approaching the end game.
Whoa! Holy cow!
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you. It is to date my longest campaign, so I'm. Technically, it's also only my second campaign, but you know.
Semantics. Milagros.
Yeah.
Hello.
Where can people find you on the massive interwebs?
So.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, we know you're gay. We know you're gay.
Yes. So you can find me on the Starfield Monday nights and Saturday mornings, and then here with Dinner in the Game Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. I'm also on TikTok and getting my own Twitch stuff ready. I'm also working on like a website with my actual writing on it because and just share my writing so that people can read it. So yeah,
Do it.
stay posted for that.
Thank you so much. Diamond, where can people find you on the massive interweb?
Either I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. You can find me on all my socials where I am Madness Diamond, unless it's TikTok, then Madness Diamond 2.0. I am a cosplayer, a content creator, and I guess on Tuesdays I play Faye the Hunter, who hasn't died yet, but has now discovered a new drug that can suppress those darn magical allergies. On Wednesdays, you can find me on Jam Kitsune's Twitch channel, where we play a Final Fantasy adventure, which is a Pathfinder mod, which is a lot of fun. I play Hyacinth Leavenwood's the Deadly Courtesan Vera, and they have a bear, so that's a lot of fun too. And coming this week on Sunday at, I believe it's 12 p.m. at noon Central Standard Time, I will be on Kingface Crush's channel playing the Wild Sea, where I will be playing a Mothra named Momo.
No.
So, and I'm very excited to cause chaos with that. And whenever it comes back, I will be on Beggar Street on Mondays again once we restart with season 2 of Twin Cities by Night. So I'm very excited to meet my coteries, new characters, and the chaos we shall cause in another World of Darkness game.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And of course, M, where can we find you?
Hello! I am Starshard Stories or Starshard Story, depending on the social media, because sometimes my username is way too long. Anyways, you can find me on Monday, starting back up in February, on Beggar Street for Twin Cities by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade V5 Chronicle, which will be starting season 2. Also, Monday nights on the Starfield, where I run Changeling Lost Bristol Lost. So basically, it takes place in Appalachia. So, good times.
Good times.
Tuesdays here for Emerald Sanctums. Every other Thursday on to turn to page 394. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do because it is technically the Star Wars 5e system that we are using. So we're figuring out where we're going to head for that campaign. Friday nights coming up soon on the Figment Collective will be our season 2 of Arcadia by Day, which is another Changeling the Lost that has been modified to V5 mechanics by our lovely Milo of the Figment Collective, where I play Zara, the elemental waterborne dancer. She's a lovely little poet, very shy bean. And then Saturday mornings, I run Monster Hearts, The Breakfast Club, Season 3, where they are on their road trip. Yes, it is very Monster Prom-esque aesthetics for this season.
And I will probably die this Saturday.
Yeah, and then Wednesdays, I just have a video drop on my YouTube for Tea and Solo TTRPGs, where I have a cup of tea and we run through a solo RPG. And then I forgot one big thing. Fridays, you can find me on the Cantrip Cast at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for this week and the next 2 weeks after that for the Power Rangers TTRPG Gamma Rangers. I play Clarity Mail, our alcoholic black market lady who has an anger problem. And she's our Yellow Ranger.
Dun dun dun. And be sure to give every single one of these people a follow on their socials. They are incredible creators in their own right. They do amazing things, and they do it all because they love the geek and gaming culture and geek and gaming hobbies, and they want to do what they can to give back to the community that showed them so much love by introducing them to all this craziness. If you want to find dinner and a games content, you can find it over on our link tree. All of our content is available on all of our social medias. We have our YouTube that we use pretty much as a we're actually streaming there now, but we also use it as a repository for all our older shows. And we also stream it live to our Facebook page where you can find it there. We are going to start getting back into things coming up soon with trying to set up more goals, and we're getting ready to do like a subathon type situation, and everything like that. Our personal lives got thrown into chaos by a lot of stuff that happened internally, so we're just we're getting that all finally resolved after months and months and months. And so that means that we're going to be able to get back to the heavy creation type situations that we're doing before and start actually doing some more promos on the shows and everything like that. For me, running games is the easiest thing in the world to do. I love it. And this is something that I would not be able to give up even if I didn't do these shows anymore. I think that's true for just about everybody here, that gaming is our focus and our love, and that's why we do this. So let's go ahead and see if we can take all this love and all this focus and find someone else to show you guys to, in order you guys can find other people to enjoy this type of stuff with. Oh wow, who's on?
Is Dice Cream still on?
Oops, I can't type, so I don't know. No.
Okay, because Ivy was supposed to be premiering
her new show, which was
her level 20 campaign.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch that in the
see
VOD.
the cast list for that? It's fucking stacked. I'm so excited.
ADH Adventures is taking the night not off.
Oh, okay.
Health issues.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dork Tales is on. They're playing D&D, but Dork Tales is on. What's Perception Studios playing?
Is Onyx Path Publishing still on?
Sick.
Let me look.
I don't see them. No,
Let me see who else is on. Who I follow. Hold on. I follow a lot of stuff.
So do I. Gotta go to the main page. See who's up. If anyone in the audience has a recommendation, you may also recommend it too. If you have any friends who are playing and you'd like us to raid them, do not be scared to... Oh, Behold Roleplay's on. I haven't raided them in a long time. And Perception Studios is on playing Monster Care Squad. Indie Table Tales Monster Care Squad. So
that's a fun one.
That's a fun one?
Yeah, that is a good one, yeah.
All right, so we're going to go raid Perception Studios. Now, if you have never been a part of a raid before, all we do is we take our audience, we go drop them into their audience, we tell them thank you for creating, thank you for giving us something to watch, and if you have not followed them, give them a follow, and we will go ahead and do that now. But also remember, we will be back tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist. Well, as Sphinx said, Sphinx and Milagros are both on that game as well as some other amazing people, including our husband, what we share with M. She gets him part of the time, we get him part of the time. So, you know, it's really nice. And he's cute.
Is he my husband too?
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Officially now, yes.
Because I played a game with him, so he's my husband too.
Yes.
Yes, officially now.
I will
Yes.
be his emotional support.
Technically, you played a game with M too, so either way, he will be your husband. Because that's how you join the polycule.
That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Miss Liss.
Yes.
Yes. Miss Liss is M's wife, so that makes Miss Liss our wife. So, you know, it just happens that way. Just like we're also married to Admiral Redbeard, because Cassie gave him to us a couple months ago.
I mean, you could have
actually, y'all are technically married to Seb because I jokingly call him my side husband.
Okay,
anyway.
Yeah, the polycule is huge. The polycule is insanely massive.
Yeah, it just keeps growing.
Crazy.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and raid them. You guys have a great night. Remember, at dinner game, we always say you a seat at the table. Do what you can to make yourself safe. Social distance where you can. Wear a mask when you can. We know it's hard to do it all the time, and we want you to be safe so you can come back and join us week after week. We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. for Kingdoms of Mist, and we hope you all have a great night. And thank you again, and we will talk to you next time.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. It reset the counter. I waited too long.
No. Oh my gosh.
3 more seconds.
Milagros, now, stand board. Go.
Soundboard.
Too late. We're gone. We raided.
The one time I don't